So, how's it going, everyone? Here we are. Turn on some music. Oh my god! Right? I recorded, not a live, but I recorded live, right? Or a vlog. I did a vlog. I did a part 2 vlog the other day. For that one live I actually did, like, I don't know, beginning of March, that I had to cut short. And so yeah, I did this whole vlog to finish off what I started from before, and I go to upload it, and it got like blocked, like completely blocked from YouTube, and I couldn't understand why, and it was a copyright thing for music because I had like some music playing in the background. It wasn't that loud or anything like that. Now, I've done this so many times where I've had music playing in the background. It's the only time this happened. I just like put on like some random, playlist kind of thing, and yeah, they got me on it. Hat Man, Chris Clark, what's up, guys? How we doing? Did you two did you do the poll? Did you do the poll? Because there's a poll. Apparently, I can do polls now. Or maybe I could have. No, I never seen this before, so maybe it's new. I think it's new. I don't think I had the access to the poll option before, so I figured I'd run one. Chris Clark, he's this guy. This guy's like right to the right to the point here. No fucking around. I intentionally didn't put Mark Todd in that poll. Okay. There's a reason I didn't put him in there. Okay. I'm not trying to like make it like about like who's your favorite reviewer. Okay. It wasn't like that. It's more just like of the high sub count reviewers that still review. I just wanted like an idea, just for the hell of it, to see like who people gravitate towards. No, I'm not trying to draw any controversy about it or like stir some shit or put myself in this like who's my favorite reviewer or whatever. It wasn't like that. I didn't want to. That's why I didn't put Mark Todd in there, because then it just makes it too complicated. You know what I mean? Like I just wanted to like do like 3 general, very mainstream reviewers. You know what I mean? With people with sub counts like in that like 200,000 range. Or actually Bogan's a little less. Actually, Bogan's considerably less, I think, than 200,000. And 400. Like Grim Green's like way up there. I think Mike is too. So that it was just the next mainstream name I could think of, really, that's still current. Does Rip Trippers even make videos anymore, or like if he does, they're like only pod stuff, right? It's weird because he said how much he hated pods, and then like that's all he ended up doing anyway. So it's like, what the fuck? I guess because he can't get paid for like hobbyist type vapes, like rebuildable shit. So I don't know. I don't know how it works, honestly. I'm not gonna pretend like I know how it works, because I don't. I never really dove that deep into it to find out. Only thing I know about the reviewers being paid is like what I've already heard from like Jay Hayes has like, spilled some shit about how it works or whatever. Things like that. I don't like. I'm not sure about a lot of it, so I'm not gonna say I know. I wonder what music I should put. I do still want to have some background noise on. Just don't know what to put on. I got something. Not to leave you on a cliffhanger here, but about what's going on with me, but you did the damn poll, Kevin. Did you do the damn poll? What's so damn about it? Yeah, Graham has had his channel since before farts were invented. That's why it's such big. Yeah, probably. I know he's one of the first or whatever. But I also think that like I have no proof in this or nothing, but I feel like Americans have a better shot at like I just feel like they always end up having better sub counts. Like I think like between like Bogan, Mark Todd, and Vaping with Vic, like those guys are like they really put their work in, and their sub counts are nothing like any of the Americans. Like, I'm kind of curious now that I just mentioned this. Like here's a reviewer, um, that I think has quit. Um, and it only dawned on me recently because I made like that remark about Dash Vapes disappearing, but Ambitions Vapor, um, the Paul from Boston. Oh, you know what? He still does stuff. 4 days ago, he did a video. But is that it? Let me see. No, he's still pretty regular. 4 days, 2 weeks, 1 month, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. I mean, he still does stuff um, regularly enough. They're just pods and shit. And he's always into like the Vapors Cloud stuff. So he's got a couple Hammer of Gods type videos. So that's cool. I'm just saying, But his sub count is basically like his sub count's almost the same as Mark Todd's, I think. 57,000 with try to keep this in mind. 57,000 with 952 videos. I bet Mark Todd's got way more videos. 70,000 with 2,700 videos. Like, for how many more video? I mean, well, yeah. I mean, it's like almost triple the videos. I don't know. It's just a lot of these non-American reviewers, I feel like, should get more recognition than they do. Is all I'm saying. But it may have to do with, excuse me, my voice just like went out. God damn, it may have to do with YouTube and like how they promote, within countries. So, there's more Americans. Or it's a bigger country, so. Sorry, like, I'm not going to be able to read and pour at the same time. That's a bad idea. Oh yeah, I hear you, Kevin. I mean, it's probably so many people like that. You have all these subscribers, but who's still regularly watching vape shit? That's the question. Because you can just look at the view. God, what's going on with me? You can look at the view counts and just see for everybody that there's a lot less views going around than there used to be. Yeah, I mean, if people don't get shit sent to them, they just don't do it, I guess. Which, I mean, here's someone like Mark Todd. If he's not getting anything sent to him, he'll buy stuff because he's just that like interested in the shit, no matter what. Which is cool, Where a lot of these other guys just don't feel like they care anymore. Which it's not like I can't imagine where they're coming from. I mean, God, they've been doing it way longer than me, and I just, I can imagine it could be trying on you after so much time. So many of these things I've never even heard of. The Mr. Fog, what the fuck is that? I know nothing about. And this thing's a disposable. That's a that's a lot for a disposable. It's very involved. It has a screen, like a decent screen, and it can't be a disposable. Yeah, I think it is. Wow, they really go out of their way to like make these fucking things. It's crazy. Multiple videos per week. Yeah, I mean it is a mind fuck though. I mean, you have some people that I watch different channels too, of course, that aren't vape related. And like some people make a video 5 days a week, every weekday. And then yeah, it's some of it has no rhyme or reason. Some people have a designated time that they do things every day, every week, or some people are just totally random. They can release something at 10 at night or 1 in the afternoon. Like it's just whatever they want to do. And everyone has like their own theory as to what's the best way to go about it. I was told not to release too many videos at once, because it gives them a chance to cycle or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. I don't know. Like at first I wanted to just make as many as possible because I just didn't care, and then I thought about that, and then but now it's mostly just because like I don't have the time to edit all the videos. You know what I mean? Like it's just the editing is what holds me back from making more shit. I know we're totally not really talking about anything vape related right now per se. We're talking about YouTube. Um, yeah. So anyhow, that's the poll. Vaping Boken wins as of right now. I would have probably voted. I'm on the fence. I like Grim Green a lot, but I watch both. I watch them. The thing is, here's the catch: you can only watch one. Well, I'll watch multiple reviews about the same product from different people. That's one of the fun things about it, because then you get different perspectives. But if I had to watch one, I mean, Bogan is pretty thorough. He just has such like a friggin' uh, Grim Green has his little like things that he does every video, but like Bogans are like delivered the same almost every video, like verbally. He has like his little cues down, to a science. It's pretty cool how he can do that. I mean, it's predictable, but it's like it's him, you know what I mean? It's very him. Like he really has his angle down. You were the only grim vote? There had to be more than one. There's 18 votes. Oh, people did vote for Mike Vapes. Cool. I'm glad it was not completely like one-sided like that. Bogab. Bogab? Yeah, you better delete that, Kevin. I don't know what the hell you were trying to say. KJ. Yeah. But I guess without further delay, no, I'm not telling you guys that I'm going to stop doing this. I just did that as just to be an asshole, just to do like a little, because people do that shit all the time, and I'm just being a part of it. Just all that cliffhanger, clickbaity bullshit. It's like, well, guys, I guess it's time for me to pack it in. Like, yeah, pretty much. Look, Chris was the first one to say something too. Damn, you must really like my channel then. You seemed really concerned. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just no, when I said packing my bag, well, I didn't just completely do it as a means to be like, a jerk. I really am I sold a lot of stuff. You probably can't tell. But a lot of these, like this one's pretty much empty. That's shoe cream. It's not even vape related now. But like a lot of this was complete like overflowing with packaging boxes of high end gear. And I sold a lot of I made a listing on Wednesday, I think. I sold a lot of high end stuff that I just don't use regularly. And because I was so obsessed with collecting vape gear for so long, pretty much from like 2020 to, I don't know, probably like in the summertime or something. I don't know. Whenever I did some every so often, every like maybe 6 months or whatever, I'll end up doing like a mass like sell. You know what I mean? I'll just list a bunch of shit all at once, and it's a mind fuck because trying to keep up with all the people that inquire about buying something, which like maybe 10% of them actually follow through. But so many people ask about to buy something, and it could just be like one question, or they could end up you could end up back and forth with them to the bitter end, and then they bail last minute. You know what I mean? It's selling stuff can be very trying on your patience, but instead of just trying to do them one at a time, it's like just fuck it, put it all out there. And may if I did actually do it spread out one at a time, maybe I'd have better luck. I don't know. I think it kind of works the way I do it because I think it like catches people's eye, to see that there's all this stuff at once. I don't know. You could look at it the other way and say like, well, I'm getting one really detailed photo or a couple really detailed photos about one specific product so people can zero in on that. So I don't know. You could look at it one of two ways. Yeah, sorry, Hat Man. I didn't mean to do it to you there. I just kind of did it. Yeah, I mean, when I say pack it up, I mean package up all that shit that I'm selling. You know, but all my diehard Bora mods, they're still around. Still got these. It's just stuff I haven't been using. I don't use RTAs like I did. You know what I mean? And like basically, just about all the RTAs I sold, I already have clones of anyway. I just don't. I need the money more than anything. I work all the time. I work like 6 days a week, and I'm still like always broke because I just have so many expenses all of a sudden. And it just fucks. It's really getting to me. So I'm like, you know what? I got all this stuff. Who am I collecting it for at this point? I have no time to even use it. So I just figured I'd sell it. And the other cool part is I bought an e-bike. I bought like a really cool e-bike. Um, so and I'll have it for the summer. It's Goat. The brand is called Goat Bikes. It's called a Power Goat V2. And it's like the updated version. It's got like dual shocks and shit, and yeah, it can go like 40 because I only weigh like 140 pounds, so it can go like I should be able to go like at least like 48 miles per hour with it, which is pretty cool. Most e-bikes in that like $2,500 range can only go like 35 tops. So should be pretty cool. I'll probably do a video on it. Let me try to make sense of what you're saying. If I have three mods, one is definitely not being used, and probably two, if we're being real honest. So, how many mods do you have? Meaning you really only use one mod at a time, but you still have more mods that you just don't use, is what you're saying? Wait, damn, why didn't you just start reviewing them and wait until China comes a knocking? The stuff that I sold, I mean, most of it I've had for years. I've either reviewed it already or it's been in one of the videos, like a vlog, or China's not gonna come a knocking. I actually PM'd. I've emailed some companies at one point or another. I've never heard anything from anybody. Um, I don't think I'm ever gonna. I mean, I only have 1,000 subscribers. I mean, I know that other guy gets sent stuff. Um, but I'm not that persistent or consistent, and I'm obviously not very I won't just say good things about anything just for the hell of it either. So, oh wait, what are we saying? It was a haze joke. Oh, yeah. I know an e-bike. I always in the back of my head I always think like fuck e-bikes because there's so many reviewers that turn to e-bikes. So like part of me has disdain for them at the same time. Like it's very weird. But I needed it for my situation. And I'm near the beach. And I don't know. It'll help me in a lot of ways. It'll help me get the fuck outside more. I vaping and being like real into all this stuff was great for like COVID and everything, but like I need to get out of my circle, my little fucking realm, uh, and this is gonna like be the catalyst for that. Because yeah, I don't need it. I just don't. If I can't use it, what am I sitting on it for? You know what I mean? I can't take it with me where I'm going. You know what I mean? Some people have if I had money and I didn't have any concerns for funds, I'd keep it, sure. but I do. I need every dime I can get. So I'm just, shit that I use on a daily, I'll keep. Especially, and I do use many mods on the daily. Um, but even then, I still have way too much shit. So, um, with that, oh, let's do something cool. Okay, I got these things. Um, Now I've showed this brand off in the past a number of times. He's come out with a lot of new stuff. So the brand is Dolce Vape Juice. I've done like their, what was it, like pistachio pudding or something like that. That was good. He does the Kais Rispies, like Rice Krispies. That's really good. He did the Nutter Butter type deal. That was good. So all the things I've had. Tom O'Halloran is the guy's name, the guy who took over for Dulce, and he's the one I got this BMM 38 special from years ago. I gave him like fucking like 7 mods for it. um, because I wasn't spending like 2 grand on it at the time, so they were quite rare still at the time. So anyhow, out the blue, because they did stop making my Air Factory Cookie Crunch. They don't make it anymore, which really kills me. Uh, I had 2 different vendors. The one I bought it from them, they refunded me immediately. The other one sent me 3 expired Air Factory Cookie Crunches, also called Creamy Crunch or Vanilla Crunch or whatever. Um, yeah, they sent me 3 expired ones. The Best Buy date was February 2022. That means it was probably bottled like a year before that. So, goddamn, like, how you gonna give that to me and expect me not to say nothing? So, like, I PM'd them. This was City Vapes, this company. I was gonna tear them. I was like, dude, I have like, it's such a lame threat, but I'm like, I have like a review channel, like, where like I talk to like all sorts of vapors. If you're gonna like ignore me, I'm just gonna have to tell the public about your services, which I'm kind of ripping them right now. But just to be clear, they did make it right. It just took them a week to respond to me. Like, I called them, left messages, I emailed them, I did all sorts of shit. I was like, wow, these people are just gonna totally ignore me. But yeah, eventually they did refund me. So there's that. Luckily. Now I got these from Tom like, I don't, probably a week ago now. I feel like I have not gotten around to doing anything. But yeah, I got these, and the flavors just sound so good. So this one is called Kipper Snoodle, kind of like Snickerdoodle. A Snickerdoodle ice cream sandwich with toffee ice cream. Toffee? God, sounds really classic cannoli. This is the main one. A lot of people know about this. You see a lot of pictures of this on Facebook. It seems people really like it, so I like cannoli stuff. I like cannoli V1. Here's the kippers. He said this one's being discontinued or something. I hope that's not a bad thing. It sounds like a bad thing. And he sent me these 2 for free. Uh, Peanut butter gelato. Peanut butter stuff, I like some peanut butter stuff, but I don't generally gravitate toward it. I had the peanut butter from Deep Cuts, that was good, and Prohibition. I forget what it's called. I had their peanut butter one. That's not what this is, but yeah, Prohibition had a good peanut butter. styled vape. And then this is called like Frangelico. When you look this up, this is actually like a liqueur, but that's not what this flavor is. It's supposed to be like a hazelnut coffee, which sounds very, very me. So I think I'll like that, you know. What are you saying? Oh, well steeped. Yeah, right. God, I can't believe that. Some people think you need to wait a year for your juice to be steeped properly. I find that like once you hit that year mark, it's either expired or about to be expired. That's the way I look at it. I don't know what people, certain juice lines like they want you to like keep this shit around for like fucking a year or two before you even try it. It's like, no, I'm not buying something just to let it sit around for a year just to find out if I think it sucks or not. Like, you know what I mean? That ain't no way to do it. These ones don't have dates on them. These ones do. These were bottled only in February, so they're not that old. I guess that's old enough. I don't know. I know desserts always need more time to steep than anything else, right? So I guess we should put those in something. I need to re-wick all my setups, but maybe we'll just focus on the new juice because it's going to take a minute. I don't have the energy to re-wick or nothing really. I've been so fucking lazy or tired or both. Just fucking working. Sold so much shit, man. I'm just so glad I got that bike. I didn't think I was going to be able to make the money. I made like $585 the first day. By the end of the second day, I had, I don't know, 900 or something. Like, they're pretty good. And that was before I even got rid of two of the bigger items. So the e-bike was supposed to be $2,300, but with a discount, I got it for $2,000. And I mean, you can't get one that goes that fast. For usually, if they go that fast, they're like $4,500, and I'm not spending that on a fucking e-bike. Originally, I was like, "Oh, I'll spend $500." Then I realized you can't get anything half decent for that. But I'm like, all right, 1,000, okay, 1,500. And the numbers just kept going up. I'm like, all right, I guess I need to spend like almost $2,500. For the 5 or 6 people that have been sticking in the room, thank you guys. Appreciate you. In the room, in the chat room, or in my fucking gloomy bedroom, I guess. Appreciate the likes. Very thorough of yous. Yeah, man. And we're gonna do some more wet wicking techniques. That's what I do. Wet wicking. You juice it and then you put the caps on. And it seems to work with every RBA. Just makes it more convenient. Damn, the likes are coming in. How can I get 9 likes if only it was I just jumped. It was like 6 people. Who knows if this shit's accurate anyway. I want to learn to do who who watches what's his name? Bick? Bick fuck. Vaping Bick? Fuck, I can never understand that name. It makes me think of the pens. The Bic pens brand. I commented on his thing the other day. Well, like, it was probably a week ago now, but I would definitely like to do like a live show with somebody. And he seems like a friendly guy. Maybe he would do a video. I mentioned it to him in a comment. You watch him, Antonio? Cool. Yeah, I'd say most of you guys, if you watch my channel, you're probably pretty like diehard enthusiast because you know I'm sure my shit doesn't just pop up for everybody. Like people that really watch, like, are really consistent about watching vape related stuff, find out about these smaller channels like mine. Um, you remember the one week I was talking about that other smaller channel? It's actually a bigger channel than I thought, but D1 Vapes, I think is his name. He's like that. I think he's like Scottish or something. He made a video the other day. It was like and it had more to do with that video he did, like calling out Bogan. But like apparently he said he was getting like threats from people. I mean, it could be like we were saying about clickbait. It could be a little bit of that, but I seriously doubt it was completely made up. um, so somebody must have been up in arms about him saying something about Bogan, which, you know, I don't think what he said was completely unfounded. It's just like I wouldn't say it. You know what I mean? Not that like I'd be scared to or embarrassed or any of that. I don't feel that strongly about it. You know what I mean? But I get where he was coming from at the same time. If that makes any sense. There's been all sorts of fucking beefs lately and dramas. There was a huge drama in for Unknown. Oh my god, I can't even get into it. It's just too long-winded. But yeah, Roz himself, man, he drug himself into some big argument. God, it's funny that like that I talk about all this drama shit, but like I really don't care about any of it. You know what I mean? It's just shooting the shit to me. What did he say? I think you were talking about. I was seeing that pop up when I was talking about the big thing, or not him. D1 vapes. What did he say in his new one or his late one? Originally, he said he thought it was wrong that Vaping Bogan would ask for money from his viewers because a lot of them are already patrons, or the fact that he likely gets compensated for making his videos to begin with. So how is he going to ask them to help him move to an expensive country like England? Um, which, like I said, I can see both ways. I mean, doesn't seem completely unfounded that a vape reviewer would do something like that, but I wouldn't do that either. Like, I wouldn't be trying to link. I don't even have a fucking Patreon. You know what I mean? I just do it on the fucking strength. And, should I have a Patreon? Probably. So am I going to get mad about anybody that's trying to make extra money? I mean, you know, it just depends. There are the levels to this shit. Like, what's considered like just trying to make ends meet, and what's considered having dignity and integrity, and it's like it's all just depends on what angle you want to start looking at it from. You know, because there's plenty of times say to myself like, yeah, like what am I doing? I should be trying to maximize, like, get something out of doing all this. And I'm just not wired that way, honestly. I should be. Yeah, that he should be selling his stuff, right. But you could also say, because there's other people that say, like, okay, well, you got that stuff for free, so you don't have the right to sell it. Like a company gave it to you for free, so you should only do giveaways, or there's people that look at it like that too. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. No matter what you do, um, like I said, I don't have any strong opinions on this shit. Most things I don't have strong opinions on because I do try to see everything from all sides, you know. And I'm just not I'm not here to take anything that seriously. God, it's so easy to just knock shit over in here. Yes, it's impossible to satisfy the internet. Correct. I can go with one day, like, looking at things from the internet and being like, "Man, there's some great people out there." And then other times I'm like, "Wow, everyone sucks." Like, selling my shit the last few days, I'm like, "Dude, what's wrong with everybody?" Telling you, I had so many people, like, trying to get me to hold shit for them and then never fucking respond again, or, like, bail on me last minute. It's like, "Dude, you're the one that had me. Like, you're the one that told me to hold on to it for you as a favor." Like, don't ask people for shit if you're not completely serious about buying it. That's the bottom line. You're wasting their time. You know, if I ask questions about something that, like, I'm only half-heartedly interested in, I usually say it right away. Like, "Hey, I'm just curious about this part of you selling this." I'm not gonna be, like, talking you up, like, "Yeah, I definitely want this." And then when the time comes, you just drag your feet and then never fucking do it. And then make me chase you. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this to people? They're just trying to sell something. It's like, it's selfish. You're, like, obstructing their sale because you, like, in the back of your head half-heartedly want it. Like, what are you doing? I'm telling you, it happens a lot. People, like, just fucking sabotage your shit. Yeah, this fucking thing. Yeah, I got this a long time ago. I got it from directly from Cyclone, and it was like the last week they were open. So I guess it was 2020 when so many people closed. When they did the PMTA thing and the shipping thing, like, you weren't going to be allowed to ship anymore. That's when so many people closed. Oh, what am I re-wicking? Currently, I'm re-wicking the OG on the RBA. Yeah, the Squevo is cool. It's honestly a little bit awkward of a hand feel. It's not that small either, and it's only an 18650. But it was a cheaper, slightly high end DNA 60 squonk mod, and that's why I got it. It does have a cool aesthetic. I mean, I love the square button, little shit like that. It's not bad. And it has the reason I always use it is because it has a manually adjustable 510. So depending on my RBAs, I can raise and lower the pin. Sometimes they don't want to connect, or um, they have too many threads for how long the pin length is, and it doesn't make connection, shit like that. Cotton. Here we go. The midge. Yeah. Here's the one I use. In the Borat with a clear tank, and it's a black one. It's not a legitimate. It's illegitimate. Yeah, it works great. It's the best clone I've had in years, probably, because a lot of these other RBA clones I've had that damn juice taste, or not juice taste, machine oil taste. This one's great. It works fucking great. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I have the unknown OG, the OG unknown from the first batch, from the first drop. The midge, it wasn't worth getting another one of me. I don't have two unknowns. I mean, I don't have two dopes. You know what I mean? No, I had a dope clone before I got the real dope. And I got the real dope in the last drop that Vapor Mods did. But, you know, I wasn't going to buy two authentic RBAs that are like $200 or more, that are that similar. You know, the midge is just a smaller unknown. Let's just be real about it. Now, I think they come with different pin sizes by half millimeters. Still not enough to change my mind about spending that kind of money on one. At one time, I would have. Think about it now. Now there's like 500 fucking thousand midges out there. God, he made so many versions of it and different paint jobs that they're like a dime a dozen. You know, I'm not able to throw money around that like that. If you come up with a totally new product, I'm much more likely to buy it. But if you come up with a slightly tweaked product, I'm interested, but I'm not that interested. Yo, Kev. Funny as hell. Later, what are you leaving? You're gonna say something funny like that and then just bail? Shit. I read the last comment first too, so I was like, anyway, later, like you were mad at me or something. You're good, you. You're good. Okay, let's see. What do we want to use? Can we do another poll? Can I do a second poll? Shit. I don't know what to do. I guess we could smell them first, right? Look at this. We got a full house here. Okay. Classic cannoli, Kipperdoodle, or Frangelico. Give me one vote. Thanos, what's up? What is Thanos, right? It's like a Greek god or something, right? Cannoli, okay, we got a cannoli. Unless somebody says something completely different, that's what we're going to run with. If somebody counters it with something else in the next 30 seconds, then we got a real debate on our hands. Otherwise, it's going to be cannoli. Oh, okay, then. All right, that was making it simple, huh? Oh, we all want cannoli. Okay, I'm down with that. It's not ditto. It's quiddo. That's like the fourth one, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's quiddo. You skipped tritto. You went right to quiddo. Antonio. All right. Let's do a smell. I don't know if I'm totally wowed by the smell. Not that it's bad or nothing. I just don't want it to be underwhelming. It's a little more clear-ish for Dolce stuff because he's not like afraid of sweetener like some of the other guys, and like he won't make it like that's why I like his stuff because it's like it is like a homebrew type deal, but it's not like blandy. That it's not blandish. So I do appreciate that. There's no extended wait times with it or nothing. Let me see. Yeah, so when I wick an unknown or a midge, I do super minimalist cotton. You'd be surprised how little cotton you need in one of these things because the cotton goes right to the coil. There's not much space in there. Look at that. That's it. That's all you need. That's all the cotton you need. Even that, I could probably make do with less. So like I don't even have enough cotton to where I would like drape it over to the side or something like that. You can make it, you can't cut it like overly narrow on the hammer. You kind of can. On this though, it's not about how narrow you cut it. It's about how short you cut it. Just cut it real short. You don't have to have it long. I have mine so that like that whole bottom ledge. See that? Ah, shit. See that middle part that's dimpled in the center? That little ledge. Some people have it so that it's so long that it covers that. Mine, if you look at the home page of my whole YouTube profile, you can see a close up of this unknown, and you can see that whole bottom ledge. I don't cover any of that. I just have enough to fill the main port, the main hole of it. And when you do this pre-wicking stuff, that's what really helps you to seed it well to the point where you're just using enough to fill up the gap. So that is giving you the smallest variance between leaking and saturation. You're not going to leak, but you're like a step away from leaking, but you're getting maximum saturation. Yeah. And what started me on this is the mob. So many RBAs following the mob's footsteps in that way. Jeez, I'm just looking at this from a certain angle. Machining is so fucking cool. It's not the top cap I'm looking at, it's the deck. It looks like there's like a bunch of like Tetris. It looks like a fucking like microscopic checkerboard. Little Tetris pieces on the block of the post or something. It's fucking weird. Machining is cool. I mean, that's the one thing I really like about authentic stuff, when the machining is done really nicely. Now, is it fucking worth that money just to it's good machining? I don't know. Not for me. I mean, I respect it. I appreciate it, but I can't afford it. But they just came up. God damn! How about that? The fucking thing I just did. The macro or micro or whatever. I just reviewed that thing. I got it like pretty early. They cloned it like within a week. And I'm not just talking about a basic silver clone. They cloned it in like 100 different ways. They have it in every color under the sun. They even have the toxic titanium version of the micro ready to go already. How is that possible? I just got done saying to everybody how it's made in America. Now I don't know what to think. It's just too much. They're either that good in China that they can make that shit that fast, or he sold it to them, or it was made there all along. I don't know. You can never just look at something and really fucking know. You can have a hunch, you can have an educated guess. There's no concrete answers to any of this stuff. It's just fucking metal. There's certain fucking products that have little telltale signs or whatever, but like, dude, these fucking 3F people have an arsenal of clones ready to go, and the thing hasn't even been out for a month. What's going on? Come on, somebody's got to say it. Doesn't this make people think? Doesn't look good. And I never got him to answer me about where they were made to begin with, so he never spoke up about where they're made. Somebody else did. And I said that in my channel. It's not like I spoke for him. But like, now it makes me look like an asshole because now I'm saying something, and this is something I criticize all the time about not knowing where something's really made from, and now I'm just feel like I'm potentially contributing to the problem. I don't know. It's a great product no matter what. I mean, the design of it, god damn, what's going on? How are they doing it that quick? It never used to be that quick. None of this stuff ever used to be that quick. It used to take a little bit for clones to get made. All clones. That's terrible. I'm sorry, Stucky. He was never like that before. I hear that from everybody. Yeah, that sucks. Sway once replaced my Now this was years before. This was probably like 2021. I bought a Delro Blanco. A couple months later, I bought a control set, panel set, and button or whatever dimension. They were dimension panels for that Delro D60, and the buttons that came with the one I bought were meant for die codes, and I needed the buttons for it was the wattage button in particular. I needed it for the DNA 60 version. The difference was the thickness of the wattage button. How did it work? The die codes one was thicker because the die codes chip was smaller and more set back. whereas the DNA one was thicker and protruded out more, so it needed a thinner wattage button, meaning the chip was thicker and stuck out more, and it needed a thinner wattage button. I didn't buy these directly from him. I bought them secondhand, these panels. Even though I did that, he was still willing to provide me the proper wattage button for these panels free of charge. I just had to pay $5 for the shipping. He responded to me right away. I got them right away. It fixed my problem. Wasn't even a direct. This is a panel. This is not a mod. This is not an RBA. This is really not even his problem in any way. I mean, it's just a product that he offers, and he righted it. I mean, I don't know. It was just that particular when he was doing that generation of Delro panel, that's the way they were made. There was a D60D version and a D60E version, and he made sure to provide both, even if you weren't the original buyer. That's pretty cool. Now, you're doing an entire line of RBA, a whole batch of RBAs. You're first at that, and you're not going to answer people's PMs about it. It's just kind of like, what the fuck, man? And now that you're saying that, now these are just general questions I had. Maybe you don't want to deal with the persnickety public or something, whatever. Or I thought maybe, hey, maybe you just didn't like me or something, whatever. But you telling me that you got a problem, that's what you said, right? Yeah, you had a problem. And he wouldn't address it. Well, that's a whole different level, because now you're talking about customer service. And he's not reading he's not even reading the PMs, correct? Stucky, he didn't even look at your message, correct? Because that's what he does. He doesn't even look at the PMs. So, no, I don't want to be calling him. Do I like the stuff he makes? Fucking yeah, I do. And it's usually gold. It's great stuff. But, if you're going to be that good, be great. You know what I mean? Like, be all the good. Be thorough as you can be, because you do a good job, do it as best you can. Like, I don't know. I'm not a lazy typer. I will write anybody. Any of you message me, you're gonna get a response. I will respond. I respond to everybody, and not with a one-word answer. I will fucking write you back. If I miss your first PM, like if I overlook it or something, you write me a second one, you're definitely gonna get a fucking full answer the second time. You know what I mean? I will not, because I didn't just send them one message. I sent them like fucking 4 or 5 before I gave up. You know what I mean? And not all at once either. You know what I mean? I gave them time in between. It's just, I find it rude. You're a business owner. I don't want to be fucking bitter right now. I'm not bitter, but I just speak in my mind here. And I miss anything for anybody? Join to my profile. Oh, I'm sorry, Thanos. I missed you had a serious question. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. You're not in any of the buy sell trade groups. Thanos, are you there? Yeah, exactly, Stucky. And then, I'm the sucker that spent $200 on it. And they're sold out, the authentic ones. So people like it. It took them a while to sell out of them, though. I'll tell you that. I want to get the clone one just to compare them. I really do. But I just don't fucking want to pay for it. Because I'm probably right. It's probably is the same thing. I'm not the only one now on the record that says it's made in the US. Other people have said this now. Right? Because we only know what we're told and what we're shown. We have no real proof of any of this shit. Oh, you joined too. Your profile's too new for other groups. How do you pay? PayPal? Yeah. If you're doing buy sell trades between individuals, you can do PayPal. You can do something. The thing I like to use is called Cash App. Yes, this is all directed toward you, Thanos. Cash App is my favorite thing to use. Because there's no fees. There's no fees for the buyer to send it, and there's no fees for the seller to receive it. It's very convenient in that regards. The only problem with Cash App is it's only local to the United States and to, I believe, the UK. That's a bummer because it's so convenient, but a lot of times, a lot of Europeans are into high-end vaping and they can't use it, so it's not an option. Like this guy. I just dealt with. Okay, he I can't use my PayPal right now. My PayPal's fucked up because of something that happened on eBay, right? So I've been having to go through everybody's paid me this week through Cash App. Ryan's the first one that got me to use Cash App. And I was, groups, everybody, most people, when you first start using these groups, you're very skeptical about how it all works. PayPal, friends and family. So I'm sending you money right away that's not protected just because a group of people vouched for you. That's how it works. That's just how it works. Um, you know, some people do Facebook or PayPal goods and services. Most people don't. Goods and international PayPal is generally goods and services, regardless if you want to do friends and family or not. There's fees for either one. You're still not getting out of the fees on PayPal. Except, I mean, if it comes directly out of your bank account, you can avoid fees. Um, but the transfers can take longer. So I always do it out of debit card, which infers having to do fees, but it's immediate. So it's a catch. You know what I mean? Because I did one the other year for an EYN. It was $600, and I did it through the bank, so I didn't have to pay all the exorbitant fees. But the dude wasn't digging it because it was taking too long. So then I had to cancel it and then do it through the card. And he ended up getting, I got charged twice, and I had to. It was a big mess. Yeah, good old Perry, and we both ended up fixing things, and everything was fine. But yeah, there is some hectic shit. You just joined Facebook, so if you reach out to me on there, I could potentially help you get in the groups faster. Because yeah, you are correct. A lot of group administrators and moderators aren't going to want to add you or accept you if your Facebook's really new because they may think you're a potential scammer. This is correct. but it's not impossible. You can still get in these groups. You just gonna have to have someone middleman for you. And I've seen you in my live chats for at least a year, so I would uh, help coordinate it for you. I did it for another guy. I can't remember his name. He's got like an easy name too. He was my 300th subscriber free RBA winner. And after I gave him the RBA, I invited him to all these groups. And he got in easily, but then he invited one of his friends who was only just had recently made a Facebook, and they were getting denied. So it's a fucking tightrope. Chapman? That's your Facebook name? Thanos Chapman? Chapman? Yeah, so there's certain buy sell trade groups. There's probably like at least three to. I mean, really, there's hundreds of them, but I'm saying like three core. It depends on what you're into as well. I mean, if you're really into regular regulated mods, there's those groups, and then there's Boro groups, and then yeah, I mean, it gets very specific too. Every company has their own Facebook group, so I'm sure so many people in this. I didn't even talk about the juice I'm vaping. What do I think of this? Sorry, guys, I'm all over the place. So the cannoli one from Dolce. Looks so much more clear in there compared to what I'm used to vaping with the Air Factory. It's decent. It's nothing like that's grabbing me though. I mean, maybe after this steeps for a long time, more flavors will come out. But right now, it's like a little empty for me. That's me. I'm very picky about everything. Mods, RBAs, juices. So take that under consideration. But it's not screaming anything to me right now. I'm not disgusted by it, so that's a good thing. KJ, you're not KJ. What's his name? Ludwell or whatever the fuck his name is. That's not you. I thought you were in all the groups. You're a different JK. I really thought you were a different guy. Oh my god, are you serious? I thought you were like the KJ. There's a KJ who's in like everything. He's a very talkative person too. I kind of feel bad sometimes when I call out people by name because like these are their private lives, you know what I mean? And I just talk about them like whatever. I mean, if it's a company owner, if it's a modder or a company, that's one thing. They're meant to be public, but like I feel kind of bad calling out like real people because they don't deserve it. You know what I mean? For example, like JK is this guy. He's in all the groups. And then like here's the guy, Tom O'Halloran. That's the guy that makes this juice. You know what I mean? Everybody's connected in these groups. That's just the first friend that came up. Well, second one under mutual friends. The guy who makes this juice. So it's like a lot of us know each other to an extent. I mean, I don't talk to them regularly, but you'll begin to know of many people when you join these groups. Kai or KY? KY Jelly. Kai. We're going to go with Kai. Well, you were a KJ. What's KJ and what's Kyle? How are they the same thing? Was KY taken? Yeah, there you go, Kai. A lot of black people go by that, though. Just like, like Kai. I've met a lot of Kyries, and I don't know. There's a lot of Kais. Whatever. It's neither here nor there. I'm just saying. Just picking on you. I'll tell you one thing. Guinness goes so great with all the stuff I've ate, like, because I always ate desserts. It's like a very desserty kind of beer. You wouldn't believe how much stuff I listed for sale. There's a few things I'm really gonna miss. I'm really gonna miss having a Unific. I'm telling you right now. And an Enigma. The Unific went kind of early, and that just, it stung. Once that was gone, I'm like, fuck it. Fuck everything. I don't care what goes now. And I really only needed to sell enough stuff to get to buying the bike, and then I was going to shut down the post and not sell any more shit because I didn't need to. I just listed it all because I didn't know if I was going to get enough money in time, because there was only a set amount of these bikes left to buy. There was 18 left. So I didn't know how soon they were going to sell. They were going like one per day. I'd been following them for 5 days. They started out, anyhow. So I was just going to stop selling stuff, but certain people just kept being persistent about it. So, I really was supposed to film this today. Somebody gave me this sturdy one to review, or just to have, and I haven't got around to filming it, and I was supposed to. But I just did this instead. Do I want your social? Oh, when you said social, I thought you meant like social media name. Yeah, I want your social security card number. And your address and your phone number, all that stuff. Don't like PM it to me right now on this chat group. That's the only way it's going to be official. I kind of want to do another one. I feel underwhelmed by having just saved this. I want to do that crazy one. This looks kind of clear though too. I feel like I'm going to be underwhelmed. I feel like all this stuff needs to steep more. It's the only thing about homebrew shit is that it's never ready. When you buy commercial shit, it's had to ship from A to B to C, so it's been around for a while. So it's always ready to go by the time you get it. This looks a little darker. And the profile is a little more like extreme, so everything I use is 3 milligram anyway. It's barely darker, if at all. I don't know. We shall see. The battery on this, it all depends on what you have in it, bottom line. If you have a 0.3 in it, it's not going to last that long. You need at least a 0.5 and up, in my personal opinion, to make this thing really worthwhile. Otherwise, the battery will go too fast. Like, right now, mine's full. I haven't used it that much, though, since it's been charged. Sounds like a fucking ocean wave. All right, what do we want to do next? Oh, my last video, I did a lot of liquid tastings. I'm so mad I wasn't able to post it. It was like not three. It was like a 2-hour video, a 2-hour vlog, and I did a lot of this stuff. The Dokha, the Terk. I explained that I thought my Terk shipment didn't come in, and I got in touch with Dwayne about it, and he actually resent me a whole batch, a new batch of shit. It was Terk pumpkin as fuck. It was pistachio Dokha and regular Dokha. Anyhow, a neighbor came like 2 weeks later, brought it to me, and said it was delivered to the wrong address or something. So I got 2 of everything for that President's Day sale. Anyhow, the Dokha is like a tobacco. I generally don't use tobaccos, but this is really good. I imagine it's like that plum job or whatever the fuck Bogan has, the Bogan brews. Because it's not plum. I don't know. It might be plum because it has like a raisiny taste. Like, you know, when I was a kid, when I smelled a fresh pack of cigarettes, it always kind of reminded me a little bit of raisins, like almost like a fruit smell. But it's like, you know, it's still just like a genuine tobacco smell. That's what this has. It has like a really like pure tobacco kind of smell and taste. It's a great flavor for an NTL RTA. The baked pistachio delight, it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. Even the pistachio Dokha, because this is a tobacco. This is not a tobacco in any shape or form. I mean, it's Grim Green said it himself. It's pistachio pudding, whereas the Dokha is more like this. Here it is. I'm only getting this because it really does remind me of this. The Charlie Noble pistachio. This has a real like. This says it's an RY4 pistachio. This has like that real in between like pistachio tobacco kind of vibe. And so does the Dokha. But the Dokha is even more like tobacco. Pistachio, vanilla, caramel, tobacco. Which vanilla, caramel, tobacco, all you got to do is throw in butterscotch and you have pretty much everything Terk, you know. Even the pumpkin one, you do get a lot of like a nicotine-y tobacco kind of thing to it. Throaty, yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I like that about it. This is the Artemis by Cthulhu. It's been around for a long time. It's a great drip tip. Looks like a little alien flying saucer on top there, right? Great. I had a great other drip tip that was kind of like this, and I just fucking gave it away. Well, yeah, send it along with my my Reaper V3. And yeah, I like drip tips like this. These like long, skinny drip tips. They really no, it's not reverse threaded. Nah, it's not reverse threaded because it doesn't need to be really. I mean, the the what's it called's reverse threaded, the Enigma. Um, this thing is weird though, because if you go to unscrew it, no matter what way you go to unscrew it, you're unscrewing something because you can open it up from the base like a tripod V2 almost. Um, it's a weird, RTA, but it's a very good vape. Grim Green always spoke highly of this. That's why I ended up buying it. And he was definitely right. See, that's the airflow hole I have open, second biggest. I think I don't know. I like I think the Pioneer was a more convenient RTA, but I like the performance of this better. Yeah. I don't know what else I'll put. Oh, did I tell you guys I bought another? I bought another one of these, the AMBB by Armor Mods, this RBA, because I missed mine so much when it got stolen out of my car. So I've been wanting to get a replacement one for a long time, and I just didn't want to get around to it because I hate having to buy the same thing again that I already bought. But it's just such an efficient wicking type thing, and it's like this is the main thing that I like to have my pistachio in. This is my favorite juice probably. It's hard to pick a favorite. I probably have like 3 that I really like a lot, 3 or 4. You can't get your Pioneer not to leak? Why? I could put that together. I'd like to put something different together though. We should run an RTA, right? I did that cloud, and then remember I had to wick that cloud, and it ended up not being that great. I didn't wick it that good. Here's a cool one, or this, or do this, or this, or I'll do this, and then it figures I start selling RTAs, and now I want to vape RTAs. Shit. All right. There was one other thing I wanted to grab. I'll let you guys decide. I'm not bringing them over. Figure out what to use. Oh, here it is. Okay. I got a whole slew of stuff. I never bought the 1.5 myself. Didn't look different enough. Told you I don't. I'm not gonna buy shit just for the hell of it. It's gotta be worth it. I'm definitely not. I need 10 of everything person. 2, maybe. Look, I have 2 ions. I had like 6 billet boxes at one time, but I didn't have 2 of the same color either. All right. I have to make sure your base joint's tight. but it's gurgling, so it's probably something even deeper than that. I think I'm gonna wick this, the Nitrous RTA, probably the best commercial single coil RTA on the market. It's not on the market anymore, but that was done. Because I like running this in there. Cornflake sugar cookie. So I want to make sure I get that put together. Okay, we got GT3. We got 415. We got the Avatar by Amber Mods and Stern. Got the Bishop, original Bishop. Pyria. Whisper. This is the Reborn RDTA. I don't know why I grabbed that, just for the hell of it. And then the Scylla. These are everything I'd like to use right now. Anybody want to see any one of these in particular? Get a further look. Chris Clark. Chris Clark, do you really need to see the GT3? It is like up there. I don't know what I want to. I do want to do something a little different though. Good Pioneer. I didn't grab it. I just left it back there. I don't know. I just didn't want to do it. It's MTO. None of these are MTO. Well, I guess the 415 is MTO. Sorry. I think I have like a inclination to do something I haven't done in a minute. The Reborn RDTA. I don't know if I really want to do this. You know what? Maybe. I really like the Whisper. I had a better Whisper though. This clone is not nearly as good as the other one I had. It got lost or stolen or something. I'm gonna do the Nitrous. You want to do the Avatar? I'll do the Avatar. I do like that a lot. Thanks to see, this coil isn't up high enough. Huh. The design of this is very odd, actually. Of the Reborn. See, that's what I mean. I just have so many clones of good RTAs that I'm never gonna run out of shit to use here. I mean, I just went on a spree. I bought every one of them. They used to have so many good RTA clones, and they were just so plentiful and cheap. And this is back when I didn't really think twice about what I bought. I wasn't in any groups. There's nothing personal about any of it. It's just a product. That's a little fray, isn't it? Yeah. Avatar is really cool. It's like, it's got that horror type deal where it's not like the horror is the first to do this. I don't think it is anyway, but it's just always the first thing that comes to mind. You have like the Integra does this. It's a weird little build deck, right? Posts are very high. Everything's opposite when I'm holding it. plated side. I know this is a little different than the authentic one. So on this side you have 2 holes, and then on the other side you have a big open slit. So it wicks, I mean, the airflow comes in a little differently from each side, which is cool. Top cap is a very simple screw off. They had a clear top for this, which I wish I had, but I only have this like Ultimi bell cap type. You know, when I do a different RT, see, like the thing about RBAs that's cool is like most of them are pretty similar, whereas like RTAs can be a little bit of a learning curve to like how they perform. This is a 0.8. No, that's kind of, it's kind of high. It is, Antonio. Like I said before, I got rid of a lot of my authentic RTAs. I just can't afford to keep a lot of shit around no more. Cool shit. You know, it'd be one thing if I made 100K a year, or 80 or 60 or 40. But I don't. Well, that went in nicely. I think most reviewers are people that were already, most reviewers are people that are already well off enough that they have the time to do this shit and fuck around and make videos. For most other people, time is money. You know what I mean? If they're not working, they're exhausted, or they're just, they don't care enough, or whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like when I was younger, I had no, you know, I didn't really worry about money, so I had time to do this shit, or shit like this. Shit that's just a little more leisure, you know. That's why you'll see a lot of people that vape or do, you know, or people that review and do shit. You know, there's a lot of older retired type people that do this kind of thing, or people that are just have the money to fucking, you know, they're not stuck working a 9 to 5 kind of shit. Yeah, this one's weird. You can, when you took the cotton down, I'll show you in a minute. You can see it come through on here. It's hard to explain. There is a spot right here where you can see the fucking cotton through a little gap. Tenacious TX did a review on this. I think his was a live review. Can't remember. There's not that much info out about this thing. This company doesn't do a good job of advertising their shit. I mean, whereas somebody like Monarchy, they managed to get their shit everywhere. Okay. This time we're gonna do. Well, let's give this a sniff. So I'm just curious what the hell this is. Damn, it's already 8 o'clock tonight. Fuck. Oh, that smells good. Oh, son of a bitch! I should have got a lot of this. Oh man, I could tell this is gonna be great. Fuck. If this tastes anything like it smells, it's gonna be fucking amazing. Wow, it smells like a better version of like my favorite juices. Damn, I should have put this in the unknown. Oh my god, what a great smell! It's a hazelnut coffee. I mean, it smells so good though. Holy shit! I'm gonna have to buy a lot of this. I got a feeling. I love a good coffee kind of vape. It's just hard to find them. Most of them smell kind of skunky. I don't remember which way's off with the juice flipper. Here we go. Okay, that's on. Huh. I'm excited for this one. This is called Frangelico. It's from Dolce or yeah, Dolce. It's got a real generic label on this one because it's a 30 milliliter bottle. Because he gave it to me just to test this one. I got a feeling I wish I bought the whole fucking full size one of this. Yeah, it's hard to get it right, but when people do, it's really good. It's just something that goes so well with vaping, or goes so well with like coffee or whatever. That's what I meant. Or a beer like that, a coffee stout, an oatmeal stout, shit like that. All right, let's see. Oh, come on. Fuck. Stupid fucking thing. I really wish I put this in the unknown. You guys suck for having me do that cannoli one first. Cause I know I really like this. I can tell. I'm just really glad I fucking like it. That's all. I'm so picky with juices. It's so fucking hard for me to find something I like. Oh my god. It tastes. Oh my god. You're not gonna believe this. It tastes exactly, not like exactly, but like really close. It tastes really close to the first juice I ever had in my entire life. Oh my god! I bought zip pods, right? They were from what's it called? It wasn't a Jewel. It was like a knockoff Jewel called Zip. I used to get the cappuccino flavor. I loved it. So then when I finally got a Drag Mini, the first juice I ever bought was this Cyclops Vapor Hades roasted coffee. I loved it. I had it later and I didn't like it as much because it's got a little more PG in it than what I usually vape. This vapes a very similar flavor profile to that, but it's kind of like what was missing out of this because it doesn't it doesn't taste overly PG. Holy shit! This is so great. PBR, what's good? Oh, you were the one that wrote coffee's hard to get right. Oh, I'm sorry. Uh, Kai, is that what we were calling you? You can get Dolce through Facebook. Um, honestly, if you just PM Tom O'Halloran and PayPal or Cash App him the money, you could probably buy it. So, anyhow, but they have a Facebook group too, Dolce. Um, yeah, this is the only one I've had from them. They had other ones too, like so this is, excuse me, this is Hades. So they had like a Poseidon or something. I know they had other flavors, but I never got to try the other ones. Yeah, no problem. If you can't find it, let me know. I'll put you in the right direction. You just gotta find me on there on Facebook, and I'll invite. I'll do a like a private invite for you. Artemis. I'm thinking about the RTA. I was just using called Artemis. What was that flavor? PBR. Yeah, I would love to try more Hades or Cyclops stuff. I think they were kind of local to me too. Dude, this is so good. I gotta hit him up. Fuck, I should have bought this. I would take this over that cannoli one any day of the week. And I bought a full size cannoli one. It's probably why he gave me this one for free. Because he knew I'd like it. He hooked me into it. Blueberry pie. I like fruits. I don't use them unless it's an RDA, and I don't use RDAs that much. I can't believe I just sold my fucking whatever. I'll just, you know, RDAs, man. You got your favorites, but they're all going to technically do the same thing, right? What am I going to put this on? Because I'm not using it on this boxer. That's for sure. I think this goes well. Yeah, this goes well. Oh my god, no it doesn't. There's like a gap. I could see a gap. I don't know if you guys can. The flavor is called Frangelico. Which is a liqueur, but this is not a liqueur. It's a coffee thing. I think I'm out of beer, guys. Fuck. Frack. Yeah, frack. Yeah, that's it. That's it for the Guinness. I should have did some editing tonight. Mad at myself. I have like 1 or 2 video. I think I just have 1 video to edit. I have to film the stubby. I hardly wicked anything. Maybe I'll wake up early. I gotta go fucking work. I hate working on Sundays now. I hate it. Working 6 days a week is not okay. It's not okay for anybody. It's a cruel, cruel thing to have to do. I mean, man was not meant to live like this. 4 days a week. That's fair. 3 if in a perfect world. But yeah, the Cyclops line. Yeah, I'd like to look more into that. I'd like to put this in something. That's why it's out here. I've been meaning to use this again. Because it's definitely well steeped. Rod and shotgun. Golden cookie pudding. It's like golden Oreo. Oh, so good. Weird mixture, 75-25. This is a 0 milligram. And that's the only reason it hasn't gone bad yet. Because I've had this for a long time. But because there's no nicotine in it, it doesn't go bad. Or not as fast anyway. You're dripping it? You said dropping, but I assume you mean dripping. Yeah. Dripping, I've never been a dripper kind of person. Do you conserve more juice when you drip, or do you use more juice when you drip? That's something I always wondered. Never really dripped enough to know. I mean, I dripped with tube mechs, but that's only time I ever drip is with a tube mech. And a tube mech, you're running a fucking 0.10 or 0.12 or 0.11, and you're burning up so much juice all at once. So it's like it never seems like it seems like you're just blowing through it. But the 0.1, you basically got to drip every time. It's just I have a custom Kennedy I have for sale. A couple people asked about it. Custom Kennedy comes with the RDA splats, black and white, beautiful, $100. Nobody's followed through on buying it. Billet box is $200 with control or with mission switches, all customized with drip tips. I mean, the deals that not only I try to put out, but people put out are insane, and just there's no one to buy it no more because the market got oversaturated. Yeah, I used to blow through so much juice, just all kind, just in any vaping in any way, shape, or form. I put them in the Facebook groups. Pillbox Trader. I didn't put it in that many Facebook groups, honestly. I could have put them in more. I think I only put it in 1 or 2. I'm lazy about it. I mean, there's so many groups that you can put BSTs in, but some of the groups I get confused about, and I think they're buy sell trade groups, but they're not. They're just general groups, and then you end up putting. I just don't want to fuck it up, but I know Billbox Trader is the most popular one, so I put it in that, and I figure it'll circulate. I use that too. but I didn't put it in there. Is that what it's called? BST 2.0? Or is it called Billet 2 or Boro 2.0? Isn't that what it's called? I forget. .9. Twisted Messes Pro. I always wanted to try one of them. I've never had one. There were a couple RDAs I never got to try that I always wanted, and I got around to them. The one was the recoil, which I got the other year, and the Terk V2 or whatever. Yeah, Bora BST. Yeah, I guess it's both. The Twisted Messes. Yeah, Well, what's the difference between the TM24 and the TM Pro? Aren't they the same thing, really? Either way, I wanted one of them. Does it really? God damn, I gotta try it now. I don't even vape that way at all anymore, but I still have this burning curiosity to try it. My buddy, the guy I got the M-Turk and the fuck's the other one? The recoil from. He's got that too. He's got a few of them, I think. I should have got that. He's got he wanted a Nightmare RDA, which I have. I was gonna give to him. Maybe he'll trade me because he has it. He just doesn't have the color that I have, or something like that. That was considered one of the best RDAs at one time, right? Twisted Messes. I like that guy too. I like Kent. He seems cool. He just seems like such a free, like he could just do whatever he wants kind of guy. He probably has a lot of money. He just seems like he could just, yeah, I'm in China now. Hey, I'm in Thailand. Oh, I'm in the Hall of Vape. Oh, I'm just travel the world. Must be nice. There's a new one? I didn't know that. Batman with the insight. That's cool. I should pay attention more to the vlogs, but his vlogs are so long, and I can't hear the happy birthday song one more time, or I'll kill myself. I just can't stand it. Certain things just, I don't know. They wear out their welcome. Eclipse Cat. Yeah, I never had the I have an RDA for vaping, but I never had the V2. Things like that. Let me see if I have any screenshots of some interesting stuff, vape related. Oh, let me. When he said that he had Frangelico, I was like, wait a minute. You named the vape juice after the liquor that looks like Mrs. Butterworth? That's Frangelico right there. So I was like, what are you talking about? You have a juice called Frangelico? Um, Let me see what else we got here. Day bow bow. Look at this groovy ass ocean rezo. Oh my god, I seen an Atty sell today. An Atty was on MMM, and it was going for, the first bid was $1,000. Starting bid $1,000. It's insane. Here's a Delro side load. I would like that. I wish he did them in colors. I would definitely want to get one. Here's that. You know what? Maybe it's good I kept the silo but got rid of the .aios because I would like something like this. That new .aio that also does boros. It's just neat looking. It's different looking. I think we talked about this before. The P tank. I think I maybe talked about this in my other live that got deleted. I was talking about the El Cigart P tank mod. How he's adapting the P tank and the ground cloud slim. I don't know if that was in the other vlog or what. The Ambidex. Ambidex slim with the DNA 60C. Yeah. Looks like French mods. Fuck them. I don't know. I don't care. Look at the glow on this fucking orca. That's a night shot. That's a glow shot. Look how bright it is. You can distinctly see two different colors. I'm like blown away. If I had an orca like that, God. I had a really vibrant orca, but it just didn't glow like that. Here's a Mako V3 with a Narda, and it has like a Damascus cap or something. This is like one of the nicest squonk setups I've ever seen in my life. Beautiful that is. Very nice. I'm telling you, my Narda, the two things I gotta let go of right now, ship out, are the hardest. Fucking Narda. They just had releases of Cube Bros for Delro. Delro's like, well, that's the money maker. I mean, make more Rezos. People are gonna keep buying them forever. This is like the Lego Delro. I don't know if I showed this or not. They incorporated Lego pieces into the Delro body. Pretty neat. Oh, here's a Geppetto. I know a Geppetto that they're doing. Cool. I guess it's the Giro. Looks just like a Giro, basically. Seeing all these screenshots I took from just moments of my past. It just. Did I show this thing? I don't even know what this is. The LVE? But that's the DNA 80 inside of it. Which looks like a Bobo fucking China chip, but it's not. I guess I showed this stuff before, I forget. Like this RBA. Like bowling pins. Airflow. Other parts of the side DNA or the dollar side load. I like where the USB is on it. It's pretty neat. Oh, this was like the Scud or whatever my friend was showing me. That was an old mod that he liked. The guy I was dealing with earlier with the Narda, he had a Wapari mod he was showing me. I was like, well, that's really neat. I never really seen them like that. They're a little before my time. I've heard of them, I hear about them, but never had one or really got to check too many out like that. I forget what this is. I just took a screenshot of this fucking the other day. And that's only one of the pictures that made it. The main picture is not on here. What the hell was I doing? Whatever. Oh no, wait. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. God, who is this? What is SC? Silo wood? What is this? Anyone seen this? Oh, shit. Gone too far. That look familiar to anybody? The metal, oh god, look at this. The metalwork is fucking wild on this mod. The button, Jesus Christ. I mean, it's a really cool looking mod. Here's like another view of it. Ah, I can't even remember what it is though, because I didn't take a good enough photo of the branding. Silo wood. I don't know what it says. Maybe in the comments people are saying shit. You can't find Billbox Trader? Birdman 69. Who the fuck is that? I don't know who that is. Am I going to review that? No, I'm not going to review. I'm sorry. I seen that thing, that vertical coil thing. I'm not getting that. I don't care what it is. Vertical coils can fuck that. He said the B-Day song kills me too. It's hilarious. I know we gotta all think that way. I mean, who the fuck wants to hear that? Sorry. Not week after week. I don't care how many birthdays. Do the whole month. That's it. Once a month you do it. And you do everybody who would be in the birthday month in one song. Once a month, that's it. Not 4 fucking times a month. I wish I read your comment as you wrote it, because now I have no idea what you're talking about. You didn't think anyone would bid on that. Maybe you're talking about the Atty. That's what I'm guessing. Yeah, I mean, $1,000. I know it came with a lot of caps and stuff, and I know it was worth a lot at one time, but like at this point, who gives a fuck? Yeah, you're right, JK. I mean, really, it's one stupid RDA. Who cares? None of that shit's worth that much money. I've is lost faith people. I don't know what that means, Heaven. All right, PBR. You probably are long gone. I just read it now. Oh, you work 7 days a week? Killing me. I feel so bad for you, bro. Everyone needs a couple days off a week. I'm sorry. It's just the way the world should be, no matter who you are. Everybody should be able to make a fucking living working most 5 days a week. We fucked ourselves. Well, our world Our owners fucked us, and we let them. The LVE is what he meant. Oh, the LVE is made by Lost Vape. Okay. Which makes sense, because that theme kind of looked like China-ish. It didn't look like that personal or anything. It looked kind of generic. God, I love this juice. Oh, I can't wait to order more of it. It's still not going to replace my juice, man. I want my goddamn fucking crunch. Oh, man. Can't believe it. It's going to keep happening, guys. We're all going to just keep losing our juices. I'm telling you, I'm scared. I'm scared that we're all just going to keep losing juices one after another. Brands are going to shut down. It's going to be a slow, arduous process of companies bailing, but God, that was one I didn't want to go. Air Factory, I mean, it's such a popular brand. I can't believe they bailed on that fucking flavor. It was technically categorized as a nutmeg and cinnamon or some shit. It didn't really have any cinnamon vibe to it. It was just like a hearty dessert kind of flavor. I couldn't really ever pinpoint what it was I was tasting, but it was fucking good. Cookie Crunch. Anybody can get that. Let me know. Oh, so Lost Shape is gone. And now it's rebranded. Interesting. I didn't know that. So it looks like our poll, I guess I'll end the poll. 40% vaping bogan, 34 Grim Green, and 26 Mike Vapes. So not as dramatic as before. We had Bogan way in the front initially. Bogan's camera work is on point. I gotta say that. I used to watch a lot of vaping with Vic years ago when I really wanted to learn something very specific about a product. I would watch Vaping with Vic because he talks a lot. He will say every little detail. He's pretty good that way. But I mean, if only those guys did high end, those mainstream guys. Bogan and Grim do some stuff here and there. But all right. 8:31. We've been on for a little over 2 hours. I think I might call it. Stopped watching Vic. Yeah, I mean, he used to do some redeemable stuff here and there, but it's pretty much kaput. I felt really bad when he had to sell his little studio. He was so proud of that thing. And it was cool to see that he had a studio. Not many vape reviewers have their own specific little layer to do their videos. You know what I mean? It was probably a nice little boost to his own ego too. Like, made him feel very legit to have a studio like near his own apartment, like paid for by what he was doing. Like, you know what I mean? But I imagine where he lives, that could not last. It's probably very expensive. And yeah, it's a shame. Vaping went from being really fucking marketable to not at all really quickly. Yeah, he would have been better off getting a shed. Yeah, the sheds seem to do all right. Well, where he lives, I don't know how. I don't know. Scotland, I would think you're either really cramped and poor, or you have a nice spread and you got some money in Scotland. I would imagine that's what it looks like there. It's like something like or England is just, or UK is just so much more compact. I mean, God, you're fitting like the whole country in the size of like a few of our states. I mean, it just in my mind, it just seems like so much more than it is, likely. Just because they manage an entire different culture there. Just like anywhere else in the UK. I wouldn't know, man. I would love to go there to the UK, shit, just to see the difference. I gotta re-wick this for sure. Micro. I used it so much. Definitely needs a cleaning. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna route. Thank you for hanging in for a little bit. I know we didn't really wick up that much stuff in the end, but I'm a little burnt out. I have a lot to catch up on wicking wise. It's like a chore. Sometimes I'm like into it, and other times it's like a chore. So it's one of these chore-ish type vibes I'm getting. Just a little low on energy, but figured I'd run a vlog and catch up with y'all. So, all right, I will see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Thanks for hanging in there. Appreciate your participation. It helps keep things moving along. You know what I mean? Hat man, always a pleasure. I'll see you guys. Take care.